Hello and welcome to episode 39 of the MisanthroPod. I'm Snipe and as always I'm joined by Wib. Say hello.
Hello.
And I'm actually joined by Drama Matt. Say hello.
Hello.
So you're on our couch now.
I'm back home.
It's so weird.
Home being your couch, not the UK in general.
No, it's our couch. It's technically a no man's land. So.
Oh, is it like international waters?
It is. It's international.
Well, it is quite moist.
Thanks to you, yes. I've forgotten how squelchy my couch can be. Thank you.
Good start.
It's a solid start. I think we're doing really good work here.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
See, when we're doing it by Skype, we make each other laugh less, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Wib, what have you been up to this week? And the week previously?
Well, I've been playing a few of those video games.
The what now?
Yes. Those things.
We can get back to being a video game podcast.
Yeah,
yes.
kind of. What was it? The last podcast, the only time video games were mentioned was in relation to a Flappy Bird machine. Which, I think I might have to turn in some kind of card there for that being the only thing I mentioned. But no, I have been playing a fair bit of Cuphead. Which is the big game.
Oh yes, that's the Dark Souls of I don't know, cutlery.
Yeah. Is a cup cutlery now?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Cutlery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saved it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just moving on because I don't want to think about it. So the whole comparison to Dark Souls is so fucking lazy.
Oh, is that actually happening?
Yeah, people are doing that.
You know, I'm slightly detached from...
It's kind of what they're doing now. Instead of saying, this game is difficult, they're going, it's the Dark Souls. It's like Dark Souls.
Is that in the same way that for quite a long time, any open world game it's a GTA type game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
kind
good
of.
few years after the first,
Yeah, I'd say a little bit lazier than that, but it's in the same vein.
Because it's just anything that's difficult, whereas
okay.
it's quite different to it. If I was to compare it to a game, I would compare it to a Contra boss rush.
That's fair.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a run and gun shooter that is mostly focused on the boss fights.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, I'm not very good at it, but that's not surprising because it's difficult.
It's the Dark Souls of fucking whatever.
Because it feels like a game, in terms of how it actually feels to play, it feels to me very much like playing a game on, the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
And especially, in terms of difficulty as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
you
throw yourself at it and you'll eventually beat it.
Yeah.
But it's, it just takes a little bit of kind of commitment to beat a thing. And yeah, of course, it is absolutely gorgeously animated.
It is so lovely to look at.
The other thing that I don't think enough people bring up is that the soundtrack is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 30s jazz swing.
Was the soundtrack
thing.
on your playthrough of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure whether, sometimes, I don't know, music has to be changed or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that was actually the music from the game.
Yeah, I did colour when I was watching through. I was watching it with Ruth and I was like, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's just the music. And, I mean, I am a bit biased because any music that has horn solos in it, but yeah, it's really, really good music, very authentic for the time. The animation is gorgeous. I have had a few, bugs in it that have been a bit weird that I don't know if other people have suffered from. There is a boss where it's the first boss where it becomes like a shmup.
It's the Dark Souls of QA testing.
No. And one time I died, and the game just kept going, even though I was dead. So the animations just kept happening, which is fine for Cuphead, because the animations are just worth looking at. But after about 5 minutes of that, you go, actually, I'd quite like to play the game now, and no button is working anymore.
Okay.
And I've also had it hard crash, a couple of times as well. I don't know if that's common.
Well, I mean, was it in, it's not one of those games, modern games now, if they're, is it indie? I kind of assumed it's indie, but...
wasn't it Kickstarter because it took years or something?
No, I think it was just a straight up indie game.
Most indie games now are in alpha.
Yeah,
or something for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
so it's
full
actually
release.
But it's just actually. So I mean, maybe games need to be in alpha for indefinitely.
No, I mean they're minor problems.
They'll be fixed out quickly, won't they?
Yeah,
presumably.
I mean,
they've made enough money off it from the sounds of it.
That it just oozes quality. So you know, they strike me as like the kind of team that would be like, oh shit, yeah, I guess we should probably fix those.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, it was delayed multiple times, so which fair play. But I mean, I always tend to worry if it's not CD Projekt Red. I worry when it comes to delays. But I'm happy for games to be delayed as long as they need to be. Half-Life 3 and Duke Nukem notwithstanding, because it's done when it's done, and I appreciate that kind of thing. I don't like games being rushed because, well, that's fucking everywhere.
Then you get Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cuphead is good. It is a funny game to recommend because it is so, like I say, difficult. When you say, oh, it's so difficult, I feel that people get this weird knee-jerk thing of saying, oh, you're just not hardcore enough to play it, and that's why you don't like it. It's like, no, I like it, but it's a bit harder than I would normally play a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't play games for the challenge very often. Like,
I would say the big problem I have with difficult games is, the elitism that comes out of that.
oh yeah,
Because it's like, I remember when, DMC came out, apart from the whole, Dante's hair's a different colour, I'm going to send death threats to people, which is, let's be honest, a completely reasonable response.
To be fair, they did do that one joke in DMC that was pretty much just waving their dick in front of the faces of the old fans, and it's like, you probably shouldn't have done that, mate.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but I admire the balls. That was ballsy as fuck. But, like, people, that extreme mode where it's, you die in one hit, but enemies take multiple, like, even more hits than they usually do.
Yeah, they take, I think they take, regular damage, but you die in one hit. I think that's Dante Must Die mode.
Yeah. And
no, it's Hell and Hell mode, because it's Heaven and Hell mode where everything dies in one hit. Okay. You and the opponents, and I think that's Hell and Hell mode.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, and I saw people, like, going, yeah, this is just too easy. And it's like, look, no one thinks you're interesting. No one thinks you're cool. You're just being a twat.
Yeah.
If it's too easy for you, read a fucking book. Go outside. Develop a cure for cancer. Do literally fucking anything else apart from complaining about how easy this ridiculously hard mode is on the internet for cool points. Just fuck off.
You can just turn the difficulty up.
Oh, no, it's just too easy, even then. It's like, I do hate that kind of mentality. It's like, okay, it's difficult, but... don't be a dick to other people for finding it difficult.
I think the thing is that some people, one of the big things they get out of games is from beating something that's hard.
And that's fine.
And that's what satisfaction they get.
That's cool.
But I don't necessarily. Like, I enjoy beating a hard boss in Dark Souls is satisfying, or, getting Real Platinum God on Binding of Isaac. That was difficult and took a long time. And I was satisfied to having done it, but for me, that's an exception rather than the rule for how I enjoy. I'm normally more into the narrative of a game or just some fun gameplay.
Yeah, challenge is fine, but when it takes it to the extreme end, like Dark Souls or Cuphead, it can, or to a lesser extent, probably Darkest Dungeon, it can get incredibly fatiguing for me.
Yeah.
I've just stopped playing Darkest Dungeon because it made me do a bunch of the raids and I kept losing people. I was like, you know what? I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like I've just hit a brick wall and everything I work hard for is immediately removed, so I'm like, fuck it, actually.
Yeah, I know what they're doing narratively, but I stopped finding it fun around that point.
Yeah, so, like narratively I thought it was great, but like...
It's like an interesting mechanic.
But I thought that was just... And I play on the easiest mode anyway, and I was like, this is just too difficult for me to enjoy. I feel put out by it. I can't do this. It's not like I didn't try. Oh, good lord, did I try.
Oh my god, did I try.
Yes. Yes, me. I memed. That's how hard I tried. And yeah, I was going to do it, so it's like, fuck it. Like, it's just too much for me.
Yeah. But yeah, in short, Cuphead's good. It's quite difficult. If you don't mind that difficulty, then certainly check it out. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Is it? Yeah. I want to say, is it long? But I don't. It'll be as long as it takes to beat it, and if it's hard, it'll take longer. But I mean, is there like a good number of bosses or levels?
Oh well, as far as I can tell,
there's a couple of islands or something, isn't there?
I think there's like 4 or 5 islands, and each one's got, I don't know. I'm ballparking here completely. Like maybe like 8 things.
That's
on.
Cool. Oh, so there's like
there's a fair amount of content.
When it was like an indie thing, you never saw. Okay, well, you presumably didn't have a big budget. You've got to have cut somewhere, and seemingly you haven't cut in any other region. So.
I mean, it's possibly one of the reasons why it is quite difficult, because if you could beat everything first time, you'd probably beat the game in about 2 hours. Which is probably not enough for like a game that's like 20 quid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 20 quid.
I think it's about 20 quid.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I
I need to keep an eye out and get it at some point.
But yeah, it's good. But yeah, if you're on the internet and you want to talk about it, please don't be a fucking shitlord about it. Talking about how people who can't beat it are like, oh, why do they even call themselves gamers? And
Fucking
that kind of shit.
filthy casuals.
Because just fuck off with that. Apart from Cuphead, I've also been playing Wonder Doctor,
Ah, yes.
a game that we did a video of. We had about a week early.
I know, that's cool.
Which was kind of cool. Big thank you to Dicko, who got us that, by apparently berating the dev on Reddit.
Yeah, so a massive apology to the dev.
Yeah.
But thank you to Dicko.
So yeah, that is quite an interesting little game.
I really like good art style, interesting, simple but interesting premise.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video yet, it's almost Papers, Please-like, kind of. Where, people come in and they have various medical ailments and you have to solve them.
Like their dicks are haunted.
Yeah.
And it's...
To me, it looked like a combination between that and it reminded me a bit of Little Inferno. In that you sort of slowly,
I get that.
It's not, you're just throwing things into a fire, but it's somehow more than that. It sort of reminded me a bit of that. You're just popping pimples, but also there's kind of seemingly some sort of ongoing story.
Yeah, there is
and there's bits...
There is a narrative going on behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's sort of in the background a bit. Yeah, it reminded me quite a lot just watching. I haven't played it, but just watching through.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few little things that feel a little bit wonky. Like sometimes it's hitboxes for things that are super
watching
specific.
that and you going, the hitbox is too bad. It's like, you didn't go over that spot. You've been going around it for 5 minutes, but you definitely didn't go over it. And you'd be like, the hitbox is annoying. I was like,
okay,
but you've just missed it constantly. I was just sat there being like, oh, guys.
In my defence, it's difficult. It's the Dark Souls.
See, because I've played it a bit out off camera as well.
Right, but
I still do think those things, they are a little...
Yeah, no, fair enough.
They could do with being a little bit more generous. Like, not like hugely or anything, just
No.
ever so slightly.
I'd say the scalpel is a little bit strange to figure out because it kind of folds out, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually in the video.
No, I
because it
don't remember
occurred
that.
right after the video ends. Yeah, your hand, like the index finger of it, a scalpel like comes out of it, like folds out.
Yeah.
And you have to press with the very tip of the scalpel,
Okay.
rather than where the point was on the pointer normally.
It's a little bit too...
Yeah.
Those kind of things they kind of throw you a bit. It's fine once you're used to them, but
it's still a good game though.
I think that, honestly, to be fair, like a lot of complain about hitbox and things. I think that's a lot of the stuff about it is it's less about it having issues. It's more sometimes things don't feel quite as they should, but once you're used to them, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, they could just not do anything about it and it'd be fine. But yeah, I think that's about... Oh, I can't remember. What's like $9 in pounds? I forget. That's how much it is.
It's close to about £9 nowadays.
Well...
What is it? Close to about 20
in this economy.
Sure.
But
let's just talk about the fucking economy, shall we? That's fucking great. That's great.
But yeah, I've played it for a couple of hours. I think I'm about halfway through, so it's fairly long for a little kind of indie game.
Yeah.
I quite like it.
You've been playing it after the video, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah,
if you watch the video and you thought that looks like a bit of fun, yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah,
I imagine
it's a good kind of like little cute game. Time waster.
I imagine it's safe to say if you didn't particularly enjoy the look of the video, I imagine it doesn't change much as it goes along.
No, not really.
It gets more elaborate, because there's sort of... I'm trying to think of like for kind of clicking, cause it's not really a clicker game, but I'm trying to think.
Bubo clicker.
You know what it is? It's one of those like things you get on like the Google store where it's do dentistry on Elsa.
Oh no! Don't.
It's one of those, but not
pregnant Elsa dentistry.
Yeah, not horrifically cynical.
Pregnant minion dentistry.
Okay, and not as sexually
That
arousing.
is legit one of those
Yeah,
things.
I know.
Pregnant
minion
dentistry.
Yeah, and like you've also like there's one of them that looks really creepy. I can't remember what Disney character it is, but it's like you've got to like she looks like she's been beaten up in an alleyway, and you got to like It's like, you know the scene in action movies where the big muscly hero's like, I got a boo-boo, and the lady's like, oh, let me help you with that. And she dabs him, and he's like, it's like that, but with someone from Disney, from like fucking Elsa. And she's been beaten up in a back alley for, I don't know, being a mutant or whatever.
Yeah, those things are pretty rough.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. We're going to have to play some with you after.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that, yeah.
We're going to play, like, Pregnant Minion Extraction or fucking whatever.
Another thing that's not a video game, but video game related that I will bring up very briefly because I don't want to think about it more than I have to.
Right.
I watched Pixels the other day.
You're an idiot.
The Adam Sandler Adam Sandler magnum opus. It is not a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, did you hear? It's not a good movie.
Whoa,
Pixels.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, my illusions are shattered there. Holy shit.
It seemed the people who wrote it seem to have not really played a video game in the last 30 years.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I'd say that, you know, from what I've heard, they don't seem like they've ever played a video game.
Well, no, it's like so the basic thing. If you haven't seen Pixels, and don't
do anything else.
Is
carve someone's face into your own thigh. Do anything.
So Adam Sandler's character as a kid. Bear in mind, the first thing you see the heroes do, one of the hero who literally becomes the president later, the first thing he does is steal money from a little girl.
Okay.
I just want to point that out. Uh-huh. But so they go to like an arcade, and then they go to a video game competition, and the Adam Sandler's character gets second place to Peter Dinklage's character, except these are kids playing them at the time.
Imagine them just basically like, oh yeah, they've just like given them freckles and like those like spinny hats.
Oh, that'd be the level of laziness. And then that footage of them playing is then sent out into space as like a time capsule, which is how aliens get it.
I thought aliens were getting 60 years of Coronation Street. Or single female lawyer or whatever.
Weird thing, actually. The host of this video game tournament is Dan Aykroyd.
Right.
Oh no, Dan Aykroyd.
Later on, for no reason, they start drinking, and they don't even mention it. It just happens to be on screen. They're drinking from Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Head vodka, and it's like, was that like a requirement for Dan Aykroyd being in the movie?
Probably.
That his dumb skull vodka has to be in it.
Okay. That vodka is not dumb because it comes in a skull, and that's amazing. So, what are you doing tonight? Oh, just kicking back, playing some video games, drinking vodka out of a skull. How fucking rad is that?
But yeah,
that's like my life goals.
So the aliens get these video games from 1982, and I'm assured by people that are more into games of that era that there are several instances of games that they use that are from after 1982.
Okay.
Holy shit, Adam Sandler not giving a fuck about his source material.
But the thing is, they're supposed to follow the rules of the game, but none of them do. They follow them so far, and then they just don't. Okay. So it's like, what are you doing here? Also, Kevin James plays the president.
Right.
Which, how can I put this? He is an incompetent, unqualified jackass as a president. I think that was funnier a few years ago.
I mean, can you imagine that? Oh, wow, to be living in a world where that's a reality.
I was watching it and going, oh, this is funny because it's so bad. Oh, no. Oh, actually, this seems pretty good right now.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Right.
Why are we still talking about fucking Pixels?
I don't know.
Can we... Okay.
But anyway, Pixels is bad.
Oh!
Whatever you've heard about it, it's true. Don't fucking watch it. I just had to know.
Yeah.
You
took this bullet for everyone.
Yeah. For everyone that needed to be told that Pixels is not a good movie.
For everyone that wasn't going to see it anyway.
Well, yeah. Christ, it's not very good. There's like 3 jokes in the whole thing.
Okay,
that are actually
stop
funny.
talking about it.
Well, funny's the wrong word. Things that make you go, huh, that was a joke.
I acknowledge that was an attempt at comedy.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Snipe, what have you been doing?
What have I been doing? I've not been doing a super amount because I've been busying myself with Inktober.
Ah!
Now, Inktober, if you don't know, is a thing us artists do once every October. Well, at least we try to do. And basically just draw things with ink and try out new things. And it's supposed to kind of like give artists a bit of a kick in the arse. And
which
get us
knowing
to try and
artists quite often need.
We do, because we're all severely depressed.
Oh. You didn't
Well, you didn't want to get it real?
that bad. I was just trying to make it a bit of a funny.
Okay. It's just. So when I'm finished crying into my ramen noodles, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna draw. No. But yeah, so I've been doing that every day, and that doesn't seem like much, but every picture I draw takes me maybe 2 to 3 hours. And then I have to sit there for an hour or two thinking, what the fuck do I draw?
The other problem has been that we've also been quite ill for the last week.
Yeah.
And we've been working on a big scripted video that that because of being ill, we've had to kind of push back for another week.
Yep.
Which has pushed another project that's going on to be, we've got to do this in like a week and a half. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's basically fucked everything up, us getting sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing that, being sick, working on these big videos. But yeah, I've just been doing that and kind of been like falling back on like Overwatch because the Halloween event started, so that's all I'm doing now. But in my free time, that's pretty much all I'm doing, apart from, podcasting with you lovely gents.
We've had so many fucking loot boxes and not a single goddamn legendary skin, and all the legendary skins this time are really good. Okay. There's not a single one that I don't want.
Yeah, well, I could be okay with not having the Reaper one, but the rest of them are so perfect I need them, and if I don't get them, I'll be really sad. And I don't want to be really sad.
Well, be prepared to be really sad.
I just want the McCree one because it's like a Van Helsing outfit. It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't played for a while.
I know. I've been waiting for you.
There's a Cthulhu Zenyatta as well.
Nice.
And, he changes his voice line, so when he does his his ult, it goes, "Embrace nothingness."
Oh,
and
nice.
they change one of his voice lines like "peace and blessings upon you" to like "madness and confusion upon all of you," and it's like, oh, and got Symmetra's skin as like a tiefling. It's supposed to be like a Deathwing kind of thing, but she looks like a fucking tiefling. It's so good.
Nice.
So good.
May is a Chinese vampire.
So
the ones that hop.
Yeah, she's even got the emote where she hops.
Oh.
It's so good.
Okay. When's it on till?
The end of the month.
End of the
I
month.
think it's November the 1st is actually the last day.
Okay.
Also, Zarya's got like an 80s glam kind of workout video costume, which is just fucking perfection.
Nice.
Reaper's is kind of like Dracula. It's got like his Headless Horseman one, but it's got like his...
I mean, I do prefer the Headless Horseman one.
Yeah. What else is there?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We won't fucking get them anyway.
No.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to, because, work has been fucked.
Yes.
So, Drumbledore, what have you been doing, dear?
That was a good question. I've completely blanked.
Okay. Well, you're not in France anymore.
No, I'm back here. Oh, yeah. This is why I blanked, because my brain is everywhere. I've been back in the UK
You have become omnipotent. That's what being in France for so long does to
all
you.
powerful, apart from the region directly around my actual body where I currently am.
No, it's because we're dampeners. We completely confuse you.
Yeah. I've been in the UK for 6 days, and I've already been in 6 different towns or cities or whatever. It's just been a bit nuts. It's been good, but I'm a bit frazzled.
That's still pretty exhausting.
I watched the next episode of Star Trek.
Yes.
Star Trek Discovery, if people didn't listen last week.
Welcome to episode 39 of fucking all we do is talk about Star Trek. Holy fuck, that's all we do. Fucking Star Trek Discovery.
But it's different because I have thoughts.
Yeah,
So,
you're omnipotent. Of course you have thoughts.
I've seen episode 3, and I know you've seen episode 4, Matt. So you're an episode ahead of me, but feel free to talk about episode 4 because I don't think I'm going to watch it anymore.
Fair enough.
I think I'm done. I have notes, disappointingly not on a bit of paper.
They're on your fucking iPad, you goddamn hipster.
So in a vague order, because I watched it once and I was annoyed and I wanted to have a bit of a moan. Then I wanted to be organised with my moan, so I actually watched it again, just so I could go through and be pedantic.
Oh, what has Whip done to you? He is twisting your mind.
The last couple of episodes have been great. I'm finally connecting to you people.
I think by connecting you mean grinding down his innocence and
to
joy.
your level.
Yeah.
So I have a few thoughts. These probably aren't all of them. So I think my main issue is that just everyone's so fucking grumpy and annoying. You meet Michael, and then she's at the start of the episode. So this is I'm just talking about the 3rd episode here, and
Spoilers?
she starts being. I guess there will be spoilers.
Okay,
in it.
so
for
watch
the
out for
next,
spoilers, folks.
there will probably be 2 or 3 minutes or maybe 5
Yeah.
minutes of spoilers. So sorry, guys, if you haven't heard. I won't. There is spoilers actually.
Okay.
Good call.
Well, I guess when because just stop listening now for
Just stop listening.
just stop listening.
It's not a very good podcast.
It's not a very good podcast. We're fucking all of us tired. Dry Matt's jet lagged from
It's fine.
France.
Just get through the list.
Yeah. So, you meet Michael at the start, and she's sat being grumpy. But you're like, okay, well, she's in a prison vessel, fine. But then you meet the head of security when she first gets onto the Discovery.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm the head of security, and I'm grumpy, and I take no shits, and you do it my way or the highway, grump, grump, grump. And you're like, okay, fine. Then you meet the captain. Oh, I'm the captain of this ship, I'm very grumpy, it's my way, blah, blah, blah. Then you meet the head of engineering. Oh, no, who sent you here? I'll do it my way. It's just like, fuck, there's no character variation, and hardly any of the... There's a couple of exceptions. But, it's just like, wow, all of you are just grumpy and oh, yes, I need to do it my way, otherwise I'm not happy. And I was just like, it's just... Can any of you just, grin a bit because you're, flying through space and being cool?
The Matrix problem.
Yeah, it's
No
just,
one smiles.
Yeah, so that's my main general theory, my general feeling of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just all a bit too grumpy and meh.
Yeah.
So that's my general overall. Specific things. What else have we got? Oh yeah, everyone was moaning because they're like, oh, there's 6,000 people are dead because of you. Well,
Yeah, I don't think that
not,
doesn't line up at all.
I can feel like people have someone to blame. Fine, but explicit going out and wanting to kill her. Oh, let's make it 6,001 number higher, and then trying to kill her. It's like, well, it wasn't really. If what she'd done, it probably wouldn't have. It may or may not have saved them. But the fact that she did try mutiny didn't cause the Klingons to attack
Because they were going to do it anyway.
They were going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I
it's
did notice that too.
I mean, I can see it's a tragic event. Lots of people died, and you want someone to blame, I guess. But to the extent that they do it,
And the fact that
she's
yeah.
and I know, you can blame yourself for it, and she did a bad thing. Mutiny is never really a good option, right? But
Yeah, I mean, what she did was very stupid.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it affected her, but she ended up getting caught before it changed anything. So it's it's not really.
It's weird the whole thing's pinned on her.
Yeah.
It's not really her fault.
Yeah, which is just bizarre. So the captain with his weird eye thing, which they make a massive deal of. Oh no, the lights are dark because I can't adapt to light quickly. Apart from in 5 minutes, it's fine. I'll not mentioned for the rest of the episode.
Oh, it's mentioned. It's mentioned in passing once in the next episode too.
Because it's just I thought they made a bit of a joke about it. Okay, I think it makes me brooding or whatever he says.
Yeah.
And it's okay, fine. But then that affects nothing. And I was like, why spend time on that? Apart from that annoyed me. What else? Oh yeah, Michael just being too grumpy and going I'm too broody, I can't help you. I know you've got me onto the ship to get me out of prison, but I deserve it. And yeah, fine, but also
Fuck off.
just yeah, fuck off. What else I got? Oh yeah, I forgot the character with the big red hair, the cadet. What's her name?
You're implying that I have more investment about the
Yeah,
show. I remember Michael's name and that's it.
But she's
the main character.
Yeah, the first thing you see of her on episode 3 is hi, I've got special needs. And great, if you have any kind of special need, that is excellent. Have that in a TV show, fine. Mm-hmm. But just the way they walk in with a baseball bat saying special needs on and smack it round your face, be look at us, we're nice people. And
Yeah.
I was okay, no, could you not just have a nice diverse range of characters, but you don't make it shouldn't be a big deal. The fact that you're making it into a big deal,
the fact that you
kind
sit there
of makes
and,
it less cool in the
it
first
sounds
place.
like they're kind of visibly patting themselves on the
To-
back.
yeah.
Going, hey, look how diverse we are. It's no.
I will
stop.
make a point. I thought that when they were referring to the special needs, it was purely the fact that she has weird allergies.
I don't know but
because she has a specific bed because it's made of a
yeah.
certain material.
No,
Holy
but
shit, she's me.
But just the way that they were saying it, I was just you're just a bit too pleased with yourself, and it annoyed me. I don't know.
Okay, fair
This is
enough.
my list of generic annoyances.
Yeah.
No, fair.
You have plenty about everything. Don't take mine away.
No.
These are the only things he's ever complained
That's
about in his
all right.
life. Let him have this.
Breath print door unlocks.
Yes.
What if you'd eaten, I don't know, a big old bag of garlic dicks?
What's great is that to bypass them, all you have to do is have someone breathe on something and then spray some air through it, and apparently you can get through it. It's less secure than a
Why
fingerprint
would they
scanner.
go back from what we have now?
Like, we literally, like, iPhones had better security than
Like,
that.
okay, fine, you say, okay, it's a plot point, but, like, if you just had it as a code or something, there's ways that you could, like, she could have just watched someone else write a code in, or she could have... There's things you could do to avoid that being a plot issue. You can't just... that...
Breath prints just... That sounds
Who
dumb.
would invent that?
Yeah.
When she goes down into engineering,
Yes.
the chief of engineering, who I can't remember his name, says, "Oh, who sent you here? I give assignments here." "Oh, yeah, Lorca sent you." I was like, well, you just... 1 second you were like, "Oh, who sent you?" And then you're like, "Oh, yeah, I know who you are." And, like, she hadn't said anything in between.
Yeah, this show isn't very well written.
It's just like, hang on, what? Only a few more honest.
That's fine.
At this level, physics is biology. That annoyed me.
I can imagine.
And not
Physics is biology.
not because everything is physics and I'm being like high and mighty about what I happen to have done.
Yeah.
But by definition, once you get to a fundamental, like, deep down level of something, like, biology and physics are just names that we've given to different areas of study.
Yeah.
But just the fact that we name them different things doesn't mean that they are different. And then once you get down, by definition, at a fundamental level, everything is fundamental. That's the definition of it. And he's like... And they're just like, and it's a combination of him being pleased with himself for saying it and the show being far too pleased with itself for saying it.
Well, have you not noticed how utterly terrible the techno babble is in this one
it's
compared to the old ones?
Yeah, that's my main issues. There was a couple of bits. There was a couple too many of, like, weird quips where they're trying to be funny. And I don't know if it's because they showed it originally and the test audience were like, "This is too grumpy." So they had, but then because of that, like, there's a couple of bits where it's like the Klingon guy comes out and shushes.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's obviously something running around. Like, if you are on a spaceship and obviously something dramatic's happened and the Klingon comes out and he doesn't punch you in the head immediately, you know something's up. You don't like shout about it, right? Like, and then like when Michael shoots the monster thing to try and get his attention, she's like, "Shit, that worked," and that doesn't stop immediately running away and stops to make a quick joke. And you're like, probably shouldn't. I don't know. Yeah. So my last complaint was, so at the end they've got all the drama, this monster things burst through the door. They're like, "Oh no, we're not going to escape quickly." And then she's like, "Okay, I've got a plan." And then the monster comes through and they're like, and the rest of them go, "Oh, actually no, the door's open, it's fine." And, like, it's immediately they've all gone. And we're like, "But you just said you're not going to get through in time." And then you did. And then I don't know, it's the way it was shot. I don't know, it was just, yeah, they just didn't, they thought they needed the time, fine, she came up with some stupid plan. But then as soon as she came up with the plan, actually, they were just gone, and it was fine. And then she starts going off and crawling around these Jeffries tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine. But then she starts, like, talking to herself, and it's just like, this, I don't know, just the whole way, that whole
now
bit
I know
was
what a
shot.
TV dinner feels like.
There is a bit of a callback in there, which is actually, if I remember correctly, and I might be wrong here, but I was talking to a friend about this, and referencing Alice in Wonderland is actually, and it being read to her and her, like, adoptive brother.
Yeah.
That's referencing Spock being read that, which is something from the Star Trek animated series.
Oh, okay. That makes okay. I'm less annoyed. It just seems so out of the blue and so out of, like, pacing and out of everything with the whole episode.
It's something approaching continuity, which in that show you're just not used to seeing, so it's going to throw you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm less annoyed by that last one.
I might be wrong there, and I've made the show better than it actually is.
Yeah, it might have done it back. It might not just not realised.
That's also very possible.
Yeah, that's my general thoughts, and I think
you feel better getting that out.
Yeah,
'Cause you're not
I
usually
do
a grumpy person.
No, but I just had high hopes for this series.
Why?
Well,
Because he's young, he's hopeful. He doesn't see the world in that grey veneer of misery that we do. Let him have it.
And Netflix make quite a few good TV shows.
See, I think that's the thing. I went into it expecting to effectively watch the corpse of someone I love be interfered with for an hour each week. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So the fact it's not quite that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm oddly okay with it.
Okay. So you're sticking with it.
I'm sticking with it.
He watched Pixels. Yes, he's sticking with it.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
I don't know why anyone listens to your critical opinion at all. Well, oh yes, I watched Pixels because I just felt like it. Stay away from this man's decisions.
Hey. If I'd have said Pixels was good, then there would be something to worry about.
Yeah, but Ah.
But just to kind of...
You're still doing these things of your own volition.
Yeah,
no one
I
is
know.
taping you to a chair with a gun to your head and making you watch them.
Look,
And this is coming from someone who voluntarily watched all of the Twilight movies.
people hurt themselves in lots of different ways. This is just how I do it.
You know what, that's fair. Self-flagellation is, I guess, your only defense here.
Yeah,
But to be fair, that's why I watch things like Twilight.
that's fair.
That's why I was tempted to watch Suicide Squad again the other day.
What? No, okay.
Okay.
No. Watching something bad...
Because Captain Boomerang is amazing.
But the movie is terrible.
But Captain Boomerang is amazing.
But the movie is really shockingly
I was
bad.
going to say Captain Boomerang is really amazing.
He's really not, though.
Oh, he's good. Like, you know that pink unicorn that they do fuck all with?
Yeah.
Because they just forgot about it. Because, you know, they put so much effort into
Where
this
the
movie.
payoff for that joke would have been where the bullet gets stuck in the money, it should have been stuck in the unicorn. So it's like, they do the joke, but they do it wrong. Maybe they were trying to do like a turnaround of like expectations thing there, but it doesn't.
Whatever, it's better than Pixels.
Yeah.
Because at least it's entertainingly bad. Well, I'd say...
Pixels is a better made movie. It's a better edited movie.
Well, okay, yeah, Suicide Squad is edited abysmally. There's some bad editing.
Pixels is not incomprehensible, it's just bad. Whereas Suicide Squad is borderline incomprehensible at many points in it because the editing is so horrific.
Yeah, but half the fun of that is sitting there going, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
Also,
but-
Jared Leto, you're just crap, mate.
Well, yeah.
Just fuck off.
But anyway.
Grow your eyebrows back and fucking just piss off.
Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
And me being positive about something.
Okay.
Okay.
That should be enough of a draw. So, going into... So, I will also... I liked Episode 3 is the wrong way of putting it, but it gave me some hope for the show. Episode 4 is much worse.
Okay.
Episode 5, The Phantom Menace.
That's episode 1.
See, that works better because it was so fucking wrong.
Okay.
But thank you for pointing it out.
Okay.
And making it...
It should have been The Empire Strikes Back.
You're the Empire Strikes Back.
Anyway. Episode 3. It was funny because whilst watching it, and it's like, oh yeah, the people have black Starfleet things.
Yeah.
So being a massive nerd,
Yeah.
my first thought was like, shit, are we dealing with Section 31 here? Which, if you don't know, is the clandestine organisation within Starfleet that's based on, I think it's part of the Starfleet Charter it's Section 31 of the Charter that's,
Okay.
like, under extreme circumstances, the rules can be discarded. And they basically do the blackest black ops.
Okay.
And that combined with the fact that everything going on the Discovery is shady shit, and the tech level is so ludicrously high, and the fact that the ship's registry number is 1031, it could be something to do with like an early Section 31, which would kind of explain why there's this new propulsion system that's better than fucking transwarp, but is not mentioned anywhere else. Although my money's actually on the weird... I'm not even going to go into it because it's really stupid. The propulsion method they have. I don't think I can describe it. I think I'd describe it to a friend as being... It's like biological transwarp.
Yeah. The veins
The warp.
and muscle of
Well,
the
the webway.
universe. Or whatever it was described as in episode 3.
Yeah, it's really...
It's the webway.
It's the webway, but stupid.
I like... Why did they just call it? Oh, yes, it's the webway, but stupid. Oh.
My
I
money...
respect that so much.
I basically have two theories about that, which is that either it's going to be something that only Section 31 uses because it's so unstable or whatever, and that's why they can get around so easily, because them just appearing out of nowhere is kind of a thing, because they appeared in DS9 a fair bit.
Okay.
Or something happens to that network, it like gets burned out or something, and so they can't use it, and that's why it's not used past then. Because otherwise, that's possibly the largest plot hole in any work of fiction ever.
Yeah, but
So-
if there's going to be a big old plot hole,
Yeah,
it's probably going to be in this. So.
I did like in episode 3 that suddenly it becomes dead space for about 5 minutes when they're walking around the sister ship of the Discovery, and they've been testing their propulsion system, and everyone's twisted and looks like a prop from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of a bit atmospheric and spooky for like 2 minutes. And that I kind of like that bit. Like if it's going to go the dark kind of side, then do that. It's better that it was at least doing something new. It was doing we're being the
but
shady
even
side.
that bit annoying. Like there's one bit where Michael's at the back and she sees a thing running past, and no one else has seen it, and she doesn't go, guys, there's a thing. She's just like, oh yeah, that's fine, probably fine. Let's keep going.
Look,
I'm
I'm grabbing at straws to try and enjoy this.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the one thing I will say, like, I do think that it's kind of weird that for a show that is a prequel to everything we've seen bar Enterprise, but let's be honest,
No
most
one's
people,
seen that.
Most people didn't see it. That's the problem. It does things that you sit there and you go, you're just trying to piss like the fans off right now. Episode 4 begins with Michael having a uniform replicated, and then rather than using a mirror, has a hologram generator inside the quarters that they just use as a mirror. And it's like, okay, so on TOS era ships, they didn't have replicators that did that kind of stuff. They had like a food synthesizer.
Yeah.
Replicators did exist in that canon, but they're not.
Then they'd occasionally malfunction and give you a mug full of hot dogs.
That did happen once.
Yeah, it's like, what's it, like Deanna Troy's mum's like, oh yes, I'm getting some cake, and then she's like,
It's like a cup full of hot dogs.
There's a
Isn't it?
cup full of
Who
hot
has
dogs.
an issue with... Were they cooked hot dogs?
I don't, they look like they were raw.
So yeah.
So she had
If
like
they were
a
cooked
mug
hot
full of
dogs,
like raw hot dogs.
I have
It was
no
like,
issue with being given a cup full. In fact, if you want to go make me a cup full of hot dogs, I would be happy.
You know what? That's what we're having for fucking dinner. Cups full of hot dogs. If everyone's hungry.
But yeah, so it starts. So yeah, so the replicator thing they shouldn't really have for that. You could sit there and go, okay, they've got an early version of the miniaturized version for this, but it's kind of a frivolous thing to use it for. To just make a fucking uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, the effect that they do for it, because it like starts at like the subatomic level and then zooms out.
Okay,
it's a
that's
cool effect, and I think that's why it's there more than anything else. But it's like, and also the fact that it's just in their rooms. It's not like they've got a special room with the special replicators. Like everyone's just fucking got one, and it's like they didn't have them in TOS.
How many people have like made butt plugs with that replicator?
Yeah.
or like whatever.
It's just 3D. It's just, that's where 3D printing is going.
Computer, I'd like something to put up my ass, please.
Choose your girth. I'd say about 3 inches. 3 inches of girth. Choose your texture.
Sandpaper.
Klingon butt plugs.
There's the podcast title for you.
Sometimes we make it too easy, huh?
Yeah. But and then of course the hologram thing, and it's like, well, the hologram.
You can see what the butt plug looks inside. So if you want like a gem, or you want a targ tail sticking out, so you can be a kinky little Klingon.
Good lord.
Look, I have nothing to offer this conversation, so this is my hook, and I'm clinging to it.
But yeah, the hologram thing. Like, I think holograms do exist at the time of TOS.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that mirrors have gone extinct at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the animal we take all of the mirror thing from.
I'm sure they just use mirrors in like next gen as well. Like, 'cause it's just a better solution. But like, the holodeck is a big deal in TNG. It's like bleeding edge technology at that point. And I know what they were using is not as advanced.
People use it to like fuck hard like holograms
They do,
all
yes.
day.
They explicitly say that in DS9.
Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna go and get my rocks off and get my leg over in the holodeck for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Fucking Janeway goes and like does the weird Pride and Prejudice like cosplay thing. So
she she hooks up with a weird Irish guy
yeah.
in some of the most boring episodes of Voyager. Which is fucking saying something. But yeah, so
Riker's in there literally like 8 hours a day.
yeah, I get it, but
Just with chairs.
Just walking over to the left.
see, I know you're talking about the famous Riker maneuver, but I'm just thinking about him just fucking a couch in there.
Yeah, you lift up the pillow, right?
Yeah.
Get a wet flannel. Like, there was a guy at college who used to do this. So he stripped off, started going fucking nut, like really shagging his couch. Didn't realise his parents were home. They come in with like a bowl of popcorn, gonna watch Coronation Street or fucking whatever, and he's stark ass naked with his dick in the couch.
What? Yeah.
That is legitimately, at least from what he said, true. Because he
You wouldn't lie, would you? You wouldn't tell people
well,
that happened.
I hung around with people like his last name was Sanger, and we called him Dirty Sanger. Because
Was that the guy that threw up in a hallway whilst you're on like some school trip, and then he just had sick in his hair for the rest of the trip?
No, this was in London, because like half of us were in Prague, half of us were in London. with college, and he got so drunk, he kind of like curled up on the floor in the middle of the hostel and went, "I'm just sleeping here, lads," and then threw up, and then used that as a pillow.
Oh.
And then he had sick in his hair for like the last 3 days of the thing. He was a filthy boy. And his mum kept seeing him naked. It was just one of the things, like, because he'd sleep naked, and then he'd walk from his bedroom to the bathroom naked with his morning glory on.
Good.
And he'd be like, "Oh, Mum saw me dick again." And we're like, "Oh, saying what now?" It's like, "Oh, I went and I got my shoes, stark naked, morning wood." My mum pops out and I go, "Ah!" And I run away. And she saw my Todger again. And I'm like, "Mate, fuck's sake." Like, she just always walk past at the exact wrong moment when he was kind of like waddling along to the bathroom. And yet, yeah, so I went to college with some fucked up, like, these people were like fucking weirdos. So the whole kind of like guy fucking his couch going hell for leather, I completely believe.
That's the most
Okay, there we
normal
go.
story you heard
Yeah.
that day. In short, there's a lot of continuity errors in Star Trek Discovery.
We can say in my college.
Yeah. Episode 3 was more interesting. Episode 4 stopped being quite as interesting, although it did kind of feel a little more like an actual Star Trek show because they kind of techno-babbled their way around a problem.
Okay.
So
The Gellerfields.
it was less interesting, but more Star Trek. But yeah, I would not blame you for not watching anymore.
I mean, I might end up, but whatever.
You find out what the monster is, and it's kind of stupid.
Okay.
Also, it's. Have you ever seen the Dune movie or read the books?
Oh, a long time ago.
So you know the navigators. Yeah, the giant. That thing's a giant water bear, and it's a navigator.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
I honestly still haven't processed that, and it's like, that's really, really stupid. What? But yeah, I'm going to carry on watching it. It's shown.
I can't wait to hear you complain in the next fucking podcast.
I complain in every podcast.
I know, but about this specific one.
No, I think that's probably. I think that's probably it now.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm going to carry on watching it.
Yeah.
Probably not. I suspect I've kind of ascertained the level of bad it is. I don't see it getting measurably worse because it seems pretty consistent in what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
So
I think I'd say if you already have a Netflix account and aren't in America because of stupid reasons, watch it because it's free and you might as well at least try it.
yeah,
Don't get a Netflix for it and don't sign up to the CBS whatever it is thing just for it.
yeah, fuck no, it's totally
That's
not
not worth it.
Give it a go, because if you like it, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
And if you like it, I wouldn't judge you for liking it at all. It's just not for me. I was
Yeah.
like meh. So yeah, other than Discovery, I've not really got much else to talk about. But I mean, I guess what we have done in the last we said we were going to in the last podcast is we had another D&D session.
we did. This is the part everyone. No, I don't. Does anyone care?
loads of people care.
Thank you for caring.
I've had a few emails saying about enjoying the D&D bit, which we hopefully will mention in a bit.
Yeah, no, get to the questions later. That'd be good. But no. So yeah, D&D. I honestly think this particular thing was fantastic.
Well, you would. It was all about you.
Yeah, this is the thing. At the time, I found it incredibly awkward, and I was really nervous. And I was like, "Oh no, everyone else is going to be so bored because they're following my character story." Oh, it's like when we've been following like other people's. I'm like super into it, and I want to know all about their characters. But the moment it's me, I'm like, "Oh, I'm the worst."
I mean, to be fair, everyone else they give me a bit of character thing, and there will be a bit for everyone.
I sent you like 9 pages.
Yeah, you have more character backstory, and it was a more pressing. Everyone else kind of came along to the town where you are for less of an urgent region.
Yeah.
Whereas
this
because
is
you
true.
came there specifically to do a thing quickly.
Yeah,
I was like, well, okay, you're gonna want to do that
So,
first.
do you want to go through?
No, I'll let you.
Okay, because I
remember.
do my big old reports.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you remember it better than me.
Well, yeah, because I take notes during of what we do and what like any fantastic rolls or anything, and then afterwards I write up kind of like a less notey kind of thing in my book. So we went and got the rogue's accordion.
Ah, yes, the important
Talus's
bit. Yep.
accordion, our rogue, because she just wanted an accordion. She was like, "Fuck it, I want to play the accordion." So we found a music shop, and it took us about a week to get it ordered in. And then she's like, "Yeah, I got a fucking accordion. So she straps it to her back, and we go and see Sephiroth, the local wizard.
That we've been doing things for.
We've been doing things. That sounds really dodgy.
Sounds really
We've been doing things for him.
Deep, dark things.
So yeah, we
Blasphemous
rock
things.
on down to the wizard tower, and we meet up with this underling who's a really cool guy. And, he gets Nathan his usual order of 9 a.m. fucking ale. Which every time, for the first few times, he'd give Nathan a weird look, and now he's just used to it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this wino again, alright.
So he gets it done, I guess.
He gets it done, might as well give him ale. So we go up, and he's like, Sephiroth is in a flurry. My exact notes were, Sephiroth is acting fucky. I looked at that, and I was like, how do I summarize acting fucky? So he's frantically grabbing stuff and shoving them into a satchel on his side, and he's doing the wizard thing where he's kind of talking to himself and just fucking flying all over the place. And we're like, knock knock, sup? And he's like, yeah, I've got something has come to my attention. And what's it? He's like, he's been looking for his daughter.
Yeah, his daughter's been missing for the last number of years.
Yeah.
Which you guys haven't found out about, but it's ended up being linked to all the various other bits you've done for him. And he's been looking for her, and she's not anywhere, as far as he can tell, using any kind of magic. She's not anywhere, at least in the material plane at all.
Yeah. And he's like, I finally found her. I found her. She's on the abyssal plane. And Nathan's like, fucking no. You don't want to go. I mean, I've heard it's terrible. You don't want to go there. It's really bad. I don't know why, but it's really, you don't want to. This is nasty. And he's got his mindset on it. So he's like, I'm trying to remember my notes exactly, because my notes in itself are very funny reading back for me, at least, because I drew a portal with an arm sticking out of it holding a cup of tea. Now, why I did that was because he opens this portal to the abyssal realm while we're kind of like, dude, could you fucking not? Let's help you. And he's like, no, you've done enough. This is something I have to do on my own. And we're all like, stop.
Also, we're all low-tier scrubs and get fucking killed instantly walking into that plane.
My character isn't, I don't play Nathan super meta, so he's like, no, I gotta help because I'm a big dick pirate and I think I'm so fucking tough, whereas I'm really fucking not. Holy shit, am I not tough. And, so he, pops out and, and he goes, oh, by the way, there's a thing, you can have a thing on the table. Take it as a token of my appreciation. So he pops away before we can really do anything, and he leaves us a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Which we stand there and immediately start discussing putting the dwarf in.
I think we actually...
Wib's character.
We start working out ways in which to use the bag of holding in strange ways.
We've got 10 minutes of air.
Because it's you've got 10 minutes of air, and so it was so if we cut a hole in the side of it, could we make a portable fleshlight with someone sits inside of it? It's more accurately a portable glory hole.
Oh my god, that's what that note meant. It's Johnny's turn in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We found out about the air thing because you were all talking about putting someone in it.
Yeah.
And then Valerius getting back upstairs.
Yeah, with an ale, the good boy.
You've only got about 10 minutes of air if you're going to be trapping yourself in there.
Oh, and then at that point, because Valerius comes up with a tray of ale and teas, and because Sora doesn't drink, our wizard, she doesn't drink.
She's had one beer.
Oh, she's had one beer, and she's a one-pot screamer.
Pardon?
She's a lightweight.
Okay, yeah.
Shut up. But yeah, and a little portal opens back up. Fucking Sephiroth's hand comes out, takes a cup of tea, and then just goes back in the portal. And we're like, fucking what? Serious? Fuck you. Fuck you, Sephiroth. It's like, what's he going to do with that cup? He's just going to fucking leave it there. Is this going to be
his cup? He can leave it wherever he wants.
Yeah, but he's going to have he's got really nice kind of fancy cup cutlery. And he's going to be leaving that on some fucking floating rock.
What you don't see is that then a few minutes later a portal opens in his kitchen and neatly places the cup down.
No, hands come out and he starts washing the pots.
It looked like
he just keeps bothering people in the fucking...
It looked like the macrocosm of the universe from Excel Saga.
Yeah, just a pair of hands coming out, being like, well, time to wash the dishes. I don't like the way Valerius washes my mugs. Oh, God. So, yeah. And we all have a drink, and we're like, okay. Before he buggers off, he tells me, because my character, Nathan, he's been looking for somebody called Alvingham. And but basically he's been bugging literally everyone they bump into. It's like, do you know Alvingham? And they're like, no, get out of my house. It's 5 a.m. And he turns around and he says, oh, Nathan, by the way, I found that Alvingham or whatever. Yeah, he's on the outside of town on the other side of the Misty, like in the middle of the Misty Wood. And Nathan's like, okay. So he basically lets him go. And then, like, everyone's like, yeah, we'll go down the Misty Wood. And Nathan's like, nah, it's fine. It's alright. I'll just go down on my own. Fancy a walk. And Johnny immediately notices his reticence, so he's like...
Definitely going.
It's like, oh, it's your turn in the bag. So yeah, he's kind of like going, oh no guys, it's fine. I'll just have a mosey on down. You're like, no. Who is this Alvy? I'm like, I don't know. Like, you don't know. Like, no, not really. And it's like, yeah, like... Poor Nathan is browbeaten into being accompanied by all these lovely people who would... I honestly think you guys don't particularly care about Nathan's well-being, but you want to know your nosy shits, basically.
There is an element of curiosity, but
I'm not being down on it. It's like, I wouldn't give a fuck about Nathan either.
There is a...
He's a little shit.
The characters do have a genuine concern, mostly because I think... I know in Johnny's case, my character at least, does kind of feel that if Nathan went somewhere unprotected, he would fall down the stairs and break his neck.
You mean like that time he fell down the stairs on top of you?
Yes. And it is only because I rolled well on my decks that you didn't go all the way down the stairs. And just grabbed you.
Yeah, basically grabbed by the scruff of the neck, like, oh, fucking humans, man. But yeah, so also Nathan is like really not like I'm sure I've mentioned this before. Like he really doesn't like people knowing he's a warlock. He's like massively ashamed of that fact.
You've been pretending that everything to do with your magic powers are to do with this necklace that we've got
of
early
fireballs.
on.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's given me magical powers, even though it's fucking like Sora, because she got it originally, the wizard, and she basically comes over, like leans over to Nathan, and is like, this might help you. You have it, and he's like, all right, fine. And I think as it's gone on, I think he's realised that she's actually kind of helped him out. Mm. But yeah, she like there's a drama mat and his ultimate schemingness set up this fantastic thing. So we get into the woods, we get to this hut, and Nathan's like, you guys make yourselves scarce. Ooh, it's probably bad for you to be here. Everyone begrudgingly does. And he knocks on the door. And this scraggly old kind of man like answers, and he's like, "Go away." And he's like, "No, you Alvingham." And like, basically, they start sniping each other from either side of the door. That results in Nathan threatening to burn his house down.
Yeah.
Because Nathan's a very subtle guy. I think I rolled for intimidation and failed pretty miserably.
Yeah, he wasn't bothered.
Yeah, and he's like, kid. So yeah, and he's like, he eventually opens the door, and he's like, okay. Like, what do you want to talk about? And he's like, can we talk about it inside, out of earshot of my party? And then, of course, Alvingham immediately spots everyone hiding in the bush. Well, I don't think you guys were hiding very hard.
No, we were just standing.
You were standing off to the side, just like, I don't know, one of you might have had a leaf at some point.
I'm very glad you weren't all trying to hide, because I was like, how am I going to get them inside?
Yeah, so we all cram in this tiny little hut. This tiny little hut. And we sit there and talk to him. And Alvingham's kind of like, yeah, we get a lot of kids around here throwing bricks in my window and all this kind of shit, you know, just being little brats.
I'd like to point out the rest of the party who wasn't involved in this conversation was just eating sandwiches.
Yeah, because Talus, like, it's come out that she makes cheese sandwiches for us every time we go out. She makes us, like, pack lunches, but they're always just cheese sandwiches. So
and they're really terrible cheese sandwiches.
Awful. They're awful fucking sandwiches. So everyone's kind of sitting there eating them.
She's got a bit better, I think, apparently.
Not that much. Not that much, according to, like, reactions, honestly.
Johnny likes them, but Johnny's a very simple man.
He could eat bricks and be happy. But yeah. So the rest of the party kind of sitting there, kind of staring Nathan down, being like, what's all this then? And Nathan, as I said, is incredibly ashamed of being a warlock. He doesn't want to, like... He doesn't want anyone knowing... And so Drama Matt completely throws me over a barrel with this, which is fucking phenomenal DMing.
Wasn't the guy basically like, so...
He's like, so what do you know?
So how much of a warlock are you?
And Nathan was like, no, I'm not. Oh, shit.
Yeah, in essence, he's been so fed up with like kids coming up and people have heard rumours about him and things and trying to accuse him of things. He was just like, well, I'm not going to help you out until you prove that you're on a level with me. Like,
Yeah. So he's like, look, he's like, okay, I'm like you, and he's like, what do you mean? Okay, well, you got to prove it. And Nathan's like, kind of looking at the party, like, how would you like me to prove that? And he's like, prove it. He's like, is there any other way I could convince you? In any way at all? And he's like, no. So Nathan, like, because like the way I've written him is like he's like a blood magic user. So like Nathan, like he kind of like he takes a chunk out of his wrist and he like kind of collects the blood and he throws it and it's like kind of like flammable, and it kind of does like a little pff on the floor. And Nathan's like, can we please move on, get on with it? And the guy's like, all right, so you're a warlock, and he flips his fucking shit. Poor Nathan. He's done so well to hide it so far. Like, nobody had even a slight clue.
Sora knew.
Oh, yeah, she knew. She doesn't count, it's fine. She wasn't telling everyone. Like,
To be honest, everyone in the party knew something was up.
Yeah.
everyone knew something was up, but Sora knew for sure.
Yeah.
Because she cast a, like, detect magic, like, one of the first, like, things we did together.
Yeah.
And saw that I was glowing in the fucking dark. And I was like, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
That was before I got the necklace as well. So
Yeah.
I was like, that's a bit strange, that is. But yeah, so he agrees, like, oh yeah, you need to go get saliva from a, what are they called?
Was it saliva
An
from
umber
a troll?
hulk.
Oh, yeah.
And the blood of a troll.
Ah, yeah.
Or
And
possibly the other way around, I can't remember.
no, it was saliva from an umber hulk. So good. Yeah, let's go fuck with an umber hulk. That's a fantastic idea.
Sounds like a great idea.
That's great. And so, they kind of like Nathan sheepishly leaves. And I've written this down in my notes because it's the funniest fucking thing. As the party all files out, Johnny's the last in there. He kind of looks Alvin up and down, gives him the sandwich, and slaps him, and just leaves. Just leaves this guy with a fucking horrible cheese sandwich.
A half-eaten cheese
A
sandwich.
half-eaten, gross as fuck cheese sandwich. And then everyone's like, oh, so, what's all that about then? And Nathan's like, please no. Please don't do this touchy-feely thing. I'm bad at it. And then you guys have this really nice kind of like, come on, we've been together a while now. We're mates. We'll look out for each other. And Nathan's like, stop. Stop. Don't do this. He's like, just, you got a problem, you can tell us. And like, we'll go help you with that, with, collecting the reagents for this big old like spell kind of conjuration thing you've been needing to do. And he's like,
Because in it to try and rid you of the curse.
Yeah.
Of the patronage you have from your dark lord.
From my dark god, because I've taken like a dark god. It's just like some fucking bullshit from Rillier. Because of fucking course it is. Which is pretty rad. But yeah, and Nathan's like, you guys don't have to. I'll be fine. You're all like, nah, we're watching you. You're stuck with us now, so yeah. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Then we went back and we did a gig.
Because now
we're apparently a band.
Yeah.
Because now we have an accordion player.
Yeah, between my character with his lute.
Nathan loves singing when he's drunk.
Yeah.
He's a very musical drunk.
And he's usually drunk, so...
Yeah.
he's not that bad.
He kind of is.
He's not drunk during adventures. He just sits there thinking about being drunk during adventures. He's like, I could really use an ale, but I'm not going to because I'm on the job.
And with the rogue with the accordion, and then we've also got
Sora, our wizard, on because she's a dragonborn. She's like spewing pyrotechnics.
Yeah. So we perform some excellent gigs now.
You say excellent.
Well, we've played at least 2 gigs that people liked.
Yeah.
We did actually, because we played a handful of songs, and one of the songs we did an ode to Steve Blurms.
Steve Blurms is the innkeeper, the halfling innkeeper at the Knave Scroll, where we all kind of basically live.
If you haven't heard the earlier one, the reason his name is Blurms is because Matt here wrote down his name and then couldn't read what it said.
It looked like Blurms.
No, I hadn't written his name. I'd just written something. I can't remember. It was just a word in the middle of my notepad.
Oh yeah.
And then I looked back at it later. I was like, why have I just written down the word Blurms?
We were like, it's Blurms, Steve Blurms of the New Hampshire Blurms. And then we had this like weird Officer Jenny kind of like thing. If there's one in every city, there's a Blurms in every city. So yeah, we sang an ode to Blurms, and he was dancing on the bar. Because we had theorised before that he was literally nailed to the floor.
Because we'd never seen him in any other place.
We'd never seen him
the
from
bar.
the waist down. So we were like, yeah, there's something going on there.
I think there was suggestion that he might be part horse.
I think we were like,
and the
yeah,
song was partially about that.
Was it Ash was say or Talis, I guess, was saying that he's like a centaur, but instead of like top half human body and head, bottom half horse body and legs, it was top half human body and head, and bottom half horse head.
That was it. We were singing about how he's a weird reverse centaur. And that was the ode to Blurms. Like, Blurms is really good, but he's half centaur the wrong way. And he loved it. He fucking loved that song.
Hey, we got free stay at the end for that. So.
Yeah, we got a free night at the end for that, so it was completely worth it. And Nathan stays down, of course, and gets drunk and just falls asleep on the bar. And then in the morning, like, your character keeps shouting at Nathan for bathing.
Well, yeah, because your character bathes like every day.
He doesn't bathe every day. I mean, he was covered in blood. That's why he had a bath.
Builds character.
What, having a bath every day or being covered in blood?
Being covered in blood.
Well,
why would a bath do that?
Yeah, but it's like he was like, okay, so
Blood
we're gonna.
bath would.
Hey,
So he's like, okay, we're gonna go to the bordello. I'm just gonna go there covered in my own fucking intestine. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have a fucking bath beforehand. Those poor women have to deal, and men have to deal with enough.
Yeah, especially dealing with Nathan.
Fucking, he's not a lech.
I didn't say he was a lech, I just said he was a handful.
Oh, yeah. So Talis makes us her horrible fucking cheese sandwiches, and we head on out to towards Leedale, which is that's kind of the center point between like a swamp where we can get some trolls and like the hills where we can go. Like there's an old mine.
Well, you went back to the town's guard first just to find
Oh
out.
yeah, we went to see if there was any bounties or anything.
Yeah,
on
where you might be able to go to find these things.
Yeah. And Nathan's doing his whole, hey buddy, I've been in the guard, I know what it's like, and the guy's like, yeah buddy, and they do finger guns at each other and all. Oh, and then you started being like really angry and calling Nathan massively racially insensitive because the well, I can't remember his rank, but the guard there behind the counters doing all this paperwork, and he's like, oh yeah, like talking about the mines, and I turn around and he points at Johnny. He's like, we've got a dwarf with us. We'll be fine. You guys know mines like the back of your hands, and you get really angry with him.
Well,
the fucking guardsman, the dwarf was literally saying the same thing. He was like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. I'm like, yeah mate, we'll be fine. We got a dwarf.
Yeah, but that's like turning round. That's like turning round to someone and say, you know, you'd be good at basketball. Like it's kind of fucked up.
Well, like he started it. I just agreed. Fucking, Johnny is so sensitive.
He might. There is a potential that he might have an issue when dealing with other dwarves.
Gee, I hadn't fucking noticed. It's the fact that when we had to go see, like, we were looking at the different mercenary groups in town, there was a dwarf-only one that you were like, no, we don't go near them. They suck. And we're like, how do you know? He's like, they're just fucking, they're stupid. They're bad. The dwarves, can't trust dwarves. Like, mate, fucking, what? And then Nathan kept going, I want to go talk to the dwarves. And you were like, mate, I will literally fucking fight you. Like, okay. So, yeah, it's not my fault you've got some weird kind of intolerance to dwarves.
Might be part of Johnny's dark backstory.
He's always stuck.
Not
To
very
be
dark.
fair, I can't have a go at you for that, because with my 9-page dark brooding backstory, like, everyone's just like, this is like half a page of, yeah, I grew up here, like, my character grew up here, and they had, like, this is what they did for them, and then they're on the road, and they're looking for fame and fortune, and my character's like, it was a dark, snowy night, and about 12 a.m, Nathan was shaken awake by a fellow guardsman. A ruckus erupted from the southern side of town, and you poor bastard, having to read all this stuff. With everyone else's bullet points.
Yeah.
Well, it just means it's fine, apart from I have to try and work out a plot around without making any plot holes with what you've already
do whatever
happen in your head, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, so we then Talis makes us cheese sandwiches, and we start going to Leedale, which is in the middle of the two places we're going to go for the reagents. And on the way down there, we encounter a bit of a busted up cart and about 5 bandits. So there's like 2 each side and there's 1 at the front, and they haven't noticed us. So for once, Nathan turns around and goes, "Follow my lead."
What, rather than just doing
Just
his own
it.
thing?
Rather than just running dick first into just like danger, he's decided to warn you guys. He didn't tell you what he was going to do. He just said that he was going to do something and
That's
play
progress,
along.
it's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start.
And to be fair, we're all used to his level of bullshit now, so we kind of know what to expect.
Really, honestly, yeah. So like they've knocked over this cart, you know, and they're obviously bandits. So Nathan storms in and goes, "Do you have any bloody idea how long we've been looking for you lot?" And obviously the bandits are a little bit surprised by this. they're kind of like, what?
Who are you?
Yeah, like, who the fuck are you? And Nathan's just carrying on. He's complaining. He's like, I've been over hills. I've been through here. I hate swamps, but no, I had to walk through a swamp to get here. My favourite pair of boots, gone. Oh my god. And they're like, the fuck is this guy's problem? And everyone else, like all the rest of the party, kind of standing behind me, kind of going, yeah. Like folding their arms, just kind of nodding, like, yeah. His boots. And then he's like, oh, yes. And okay, who are you, though? Seriously. He's like, okay, we're from the Guild of Bandits. And they're like, fucking Guild of Bandits? What the hell? It's like, you have been operating within this area without a license for at least 6 months. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? And they're like, what fucking guild? And like, then we all start kind of like talking to each other. Oh, you don't want to mess with the guild. And then Johnny turns around. And what does he say exactly?
Oh, it's like I think one of the guys, the like leader approaches, and I think he like draws his.
He's like, oh, we'll have to fight.
He draws his sword, and I say, oh no, mate, you don't want to do that. You'll have to fill in like a J228 form, and that's just not worth the hassle.
And then the whole party just goes, ooh,
that's one hell of a form.
that's not a good form. And like, yeah, Nathan's still carrying on, and I rolled so high. I rolled like an 18 charisma, but it wasn't high enough.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
That's fine. That's fine.
It will be possible to talk your way out of some fights.
Well, no, I'm not
just...
The first fight we ever got in, I managed to talk out the minions.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you not letting me have that all the time.
I assume that she would have had to have rolled like
Nat 20.
Well, or at least
a 20.
Like a modified 20 or something.
Yeah, I can't. I can't remember what you rolled.
It was like an 18 because I was like, yeah, that's really good. And you're like, no, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. But yeah, so the captain draws a sword and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, mate, and he runs straight at Nathan because he's the lippiest of the lot. Yeah. He is the mouthiest fucking arsehole.
And doesn't he carve in like the first turn like
he
3/4 of your health off?
He had like
down.
2 hits with his sword and 1 with his dagger or something.
Mm-hmm. He cross slashes me and then shanks me in the ribs with his fucking dagger.
I don't think he did a dagger attack actually the first round because he wasn't drawn. But anyway, the first hit he got on you hits, and then his damage was 2d6 plus a bit, and he rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, that fucked me.
Yeah.
I was down to like, was it 4 or 6 hit points immediately, and I was like, oh, oh no, this keeps happening. And then at that point, 3 more bandits came out from behind a wrecked mage tower to our left that we hadn't seen previously. And we were like, oh, this is fine. And because for once, Nathan rolled quite high on his initiative. And I was like, fuck it. So I've got a necklace of fireballs, which casts like a level 3 fireball spell. So I yanked it off, and I threw it over the guy in front of me, who was just carving me the fuck up like a fucking Christmas turkey. And it lands kind of around the cart where the other 4 bandits are. At this point, the guy turns around and he looks at me like I'm a twat, and he's like, tsk, and he smiles at me. And then the explosion happens, which is fucking fearsome. I take out all of those bandits, and I burn the fuck out of this guy's back.
And you destroy the cart.
I thoroughly
that's just
destroyed
gone.
that cart. That's gone.
That's just a crater.
That's a crater. It's just fucking smouldering.
I think there was...
I vaporized those other bandits.
I think there was 2 bandits and the bandit chief was just alive.
Yeah. Because it wasn't like all the back of him was like all of his clothes had like melted and shit, and it's just like, say it again, fucko. I felt like, oh god, I felt like my dick was huge. It was awesome. And then
you're dealing with half the combat in 1 turn.
Yeah. It was either that or shatter. But I was feeling like Nathan and I were both feeling quite angry that this guy is like, God, you're making things difficult for me. You're probably going to kill me, and that's just so fucking annoying.
I mean, you've got 4 charges left on that thing?
Yeah, I've got 4 out of 6.
I mean, you could have used it on a boss character or something.
I'm gonna.
Not just some random fucking bandits.
I needed to send a message. I was
to the universe.
To the universe. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, universe. You're the worst. But yeah. And plus, if I'm playing in character, Nathan would have done that anyway, because he also wanted to just basically go, I've wiped out literally half your fucking forces. That's what you get for being a jerk. You could have just walked away, buddy. You could have walked away. And then with Talus moving into flank, and I think she misses the guy.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
how the combat went.
Yeah, so
the minutiae of the combat is not particularly important.
I do remember. I remember like Sora. Basically, she was like duck, and then she fired a chromatic orb at the guy, and it blew a hole in his chest. Like on the bandit captain, it was like, well, that's done with. And then we just like nuke the other 3 guys. Like,
I seem to remember.
We fucking vaporized those people.
I seem to remember. I think I got the last hit in the combat, and as the last guy fell, I said something to the effect of "should have got certified."
No, you basically you stand on him, you point at him, and you go, "That's what you get for not being fucking certified." And it's just like, fuck off, Johnny. Fuck off. Just fuck off. So Nathan being kind of like, he's taking this encounter very personally. So he's like, I'm stealing something from this guy. I fucking earned it. So he goes through his jacket, like, around the giant hole that Sora's blown in him, and finds, like, a pentacle with a rat's head engraved on it. And he's like, this is fucking mine. Which I can't help but feel that's probably going to bite Nathan in the ass. Maybe 1 or 2 adventures from now. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows?
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. But yeah, we get down to the Leadell Inn, and there's a nice elven lady at the inn, and we're like, so, you get much live music around here? And she's like, no, not really. I mean, we like music, but are you a band? And we're like, no, but we can play music. Well, so
we have instruments.
We have instruments.
I think that's how we've introduced the band a few times.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
I love that when left to our own devices, we just form a band.
I changed the description on the band's YouTube channel, so I think it's something like, we play music sometimes people even ask us to.
Okay.
Which I think would also apply to this little group.
Yeah. So the lady's like, okay, well, I mean, you're welcome to play. And we're like, well, if we play well, could you give us like free room, free board? She's like, well, think about it. Then we play like really well, and she's like, yeah, right, that was pretty fun. You get in for free. So yeah, I think that's where we left it.
Yeah.
Which was just...
It was...
That was
an
fun.
exhausting session. The whole thing, apart from the last one combat thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, let's have a talking with someone encounter. Oh, let's have another talking with Oh.
You did it really fucking well, though. You did really well.
Yeah, so
especially
the next,
getting
at least
over
the
a
next
barrel.
one when you're collecting all these ingredients is just going to be you punching people.
That's
to be
fine.
honest.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that. I think sometimes you need to break it up with a bit of punching.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the only thing my character does well. When he's not smashing doors.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, I say smashing doors, being smashed by doors.
Yeah, I'm getting things stuck in doors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good session.
Yeah.
So you did very well considering it was like mostly talky and then just like super combat.
Yeah.
So no, very good.
But yeah, you mentioned that that a few of the emails.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Yeah, people have been sending you an email.
You mentioned a few of the emails wanted us to talk about D&D,
Yeah,
so I guess that's
there
a few
was-
things off the email list.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a few, and one of the other questions was, I'll get.
Just
Shall we
just
get
get
through
the
the
thing.
emails? Shall we go through some emails?
So what's your email again? If you want to ask us a question.
If you want to ask a question, oh my god, my face is.
Oh god, that picture. If you email this what email is it?
The email is
Onlydrummermat at snipeandwib@gmail.com.
Yes.
That first at is not the at symbol, it's the word at. There'll be a link in the description. We're
Link
sorry.
in the description. If you are one of the very lucky people and decide to send Drummer Matt an email, he will reply to you. Maybe not answering your questions because we'll do that here. With a very, very sexy picture of himself. And that just
the
took
best
us completely
picture.
by surprise. It's the best picture. But yeah, so on to questions.
So there's a few that I won't mention now, but they're just saying like that I'm the best part of everything. So I mean,
fair
they're
enough.
appreciated.
You know what? That's fair.
We got sent because we asked for feedback. We got sent a YouTube link to Jimi Hendrix playing a guitar solo with lots of feedback, which is
Good.
the best kind of feedback.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
entirely
fine.
behind that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Couple of questions.
Okay.
That fucking picture of you. Oh my god.
It's going to happen every time we
Every time.
This is from a couple. They're called Jazz and Ziga.
Okay.
Ziga? Okay.
Couple of questions, but or a few questions, but just two for now. Would you ever consider having a cat for a pet? Are you guys cat people? I don't think
Not
I
really.
imagine you
No.
guys aren't cat people.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I do joke about hating cats, but like, as a cat, as a pet, I don't think I'd get on with them because they kind of just... Yeah, I'm definitely more of a dog person. Because I like something I can, like, fight with. And cats will just try and actually kill me, whereas dogs would be like, oh, we're doing that play thing where I'm not actually trying to kill you. Whereas cats just tear chunks out of me. I don't think they'll like me very much.
I could see. I'd probably be okay if it was the right cat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a fan of cats in general, but I'd probably be okay with like. There's some cats I'm okay with.
There's some really nice cats. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I like cats. I had cats growing up with my parents, and we had a couple of cats, and they were both, looking back on them now, almost closer to dogs than cats, in the sense that they were just like, they'd let you play with them and things, and like one of them would come, it was like a 20-minute walk round to school, like a mile or so, and he'd come and meet me halfway home and walk home with us. It's like, you're not a normal cat. But at the time I didn't realise this. I just thought, cats are like that.
So I think that's the thing, like, because my introduction to cats was they would just shit all over my backyard as a kid. And and harass my fucking rabbit. Yeah, and that's my introduction to cats.
Then your mum got one, and it started pissing all over you and just peeing in your laundry because it just actively hated you.
Yeah, that cat hated me.
Yeah.
In fairness, I used to I'd just pick it up by the scruff of the neck and throw it out my fucking room all the time.
Yeah, only when it would piss on you. Yeah.
Fuck! I nearly threw that thing down the stairs once when he did that.
Keyword being nearly.
Okay, yeah, we do not advocate animal abuse, and this isn't like, it's not literally just picking her up and like fucking shot putting the damn thing. It was picking her up and kind of just like
throwing her out the room,
throwing her very low, kind of like go out the room.
But the stairs just happened to be quite close to that, and I was like, oh shit.
Well, no, it's like she came in because I was asleep, and you were sat at the computer because you didn't have. This is when you were living with your mum.
Yeah.
And like you were just sat there and you didn't have a chair, so you sat on the end of your bed and your computer, and she just comes in, she's like, and then just sprays all up your back.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, Matt turns around in a panic and just grabs her and just throws her out the room and nearly throws her down the fucking stairs without meaning to. And it's like, that fucking cat! And then your mum's like, what's wrong? It's like, she's fucking pissed all up me. Oh, is she? Yes! Fucking miserable fucking cat. And, like, I think it was predominantly like a behavioural issue because anytime Wib was around, like, Wib and I were around, because it was basically, I'd spend half the week at my house with my parents and then half a week with your mum.
Yeah.
So the cat was really like, I'm number one, and it felt like, I guess, challenged with attention because then your mother wouldn't be like fussing over her all the time when you were home, so she just hated you because of that.
Yeah, I think that's just it. I've just had bad experiences with cats, so yeah, not really a cat person.
No, I quite like cats. I quite like having pets around, so if we couldn't get a dog, I think I'd rather have a dog as a pet.
Yeah, I like dogs.
Their cat's not a bad backup. Their cats, they send a picture through of their cats, and they're quite adorable.
Aww, those are some cute kitties though.
Yeah.
I like it how there's white, they're black, and then half.
Yeah, like kind of lined up.
And he's like, there's like patchy black and white cat. That's cute.
Second question, I guess this is more specifically for you, Snipe. As someone who's only played Metal Gear Solid 3, beat it and loved it, how much do you recommend playing the rest of the series?
Oh, well,
And if so, where do they start?
Okay, thank you. That's a very good question. And yes, Metal Gear 3 is fucking amazing. I haven't played 5 yet. I haven't really played much of that. I played them in order. I skipped the SNES one, so I started at Metal Gear Solid, which going back to is...
the NES one.
No,
well, the MSX one.
Yeah, I skipped the Metal Gear ones. I started at Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. Yeah. I would say going back to them is fucking near impossible, honestly. Like, the difficulty is the wrong way round. So you start off with, like, next to no health, and every time you beat a boss, your health increases. And you're put in a room with no weapons to start with, and it's like, oh yeah, avoid, like, these 3 guards while the elevator takes its time coming down. And you don't know, it's just kind of like, it goes on like that, and it just really throws you in the deep end, and I really feel that Metal Gear 3, as jank as the controls are, is still miles ahead of MGS1. MGS2, you could probably get into pretty easy, but take in the mindset that it's probably the weakest of the 3, where Super Bunny Hop did a fantastic breakdown of MGS2. Absolutely phenomenal. He also did a great one on MGS3 as well. I really can recommend that. But after watching the MGS2 one where he talks about certain elements of it and how to kind of approach these elements, I feel a lot better about it than I did at the time of playing it.
Basically, the story's fucking bullshit, but there's a really good explanation as to why it's bullshit if you approach it from a very postmodern perspective.
And then MGS4 comes in and kind of ruins everything. Well, I say that, like, MGS4 is great if you want to spend half the time crying. Because,
It's very sad.
Like, Solid Snake is, like, seriously, like, Solid Snake, David Hayter is, like, my genuine childhood fucking hero. I love that man. He is fucking phenomenal. He's Solid Snake. He always fucking will be. And I love Snake so fucking much. And basically, MGS4 is bad things happening to someone you care about. And it's really hard to play. I mean, apart from the fact that there are a couple of gameplay things if you take out the emotional element of just, like, it takes you an age to get to the actual gameplay, which I appreciate. It's a Metal Gear game anyway, but even then. And then Otacon's constantly going, Snake, you've got to do this. Like, every couple of seconds you get told what to do, and it's really kind of frustrating, especially coming from MGS3, where they don't really tell you, like, they don't continually phone you all that much, whereas MGS4 they do. So, I mean, MGS4 is worth it for one part, and I'm not going to spoil it, but you get to it, you'll know. And it is fucking worth it for that.
Is it the nostalgia part?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, the end of that part is bullshit. And then there's the end of that part, which is fucking legendary. Oh my god. So yeah, I'd say play MGS4. The controls are a lot more streamlined. But be prepared for a lot of emotional trauma.
So I'm
more
sorry.
so than the third one.
So I'm sorry, I don't know which one of those you were recommending and which ones you weren't.
I'm just saying, like, play MGS4.
Okay.
I'd say.
MGS4 will make no sense if you've not played 1 or 2.
That's true.
You have to have played the first 2
I'd say at
and
least-
3 to have any idea what the fuck is going on in 4.
I'd say try the first one. You probably could skip the second one if you really wanted to, and maybe, like, I don't know, watch a YouTube playthrough. Or do that with the first one. But yeah, do those, then 4. Because 4 is, as much as I like to complain about it, it does have a couple of really good points to it. So yeah, I probably made no sense, and I'm just really happy that I get to talk about Metal Gear, honestly, because you get me started talking about this, I don't fucking stop.
Well, we've got to do more questions. So.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say, like, try and play the first and second one, and then work up to the fourth one.
But you do kind of have to play them vaguely in order.
Yeah,
just
you do, yeah.
Because 4 requires you to know everything about the first 3 games.
Which, luckily, I do. But yeah, a lot of retconning in that as well, so.
Okay.
But yes, thank you for your question.
Next one, it's not a question, but I thought I'd mention it. We got an email from the Interstellar Corporation for Culture and Elegance.
Oh,
and they were moaning at you guys. We've offended them by disrespecting their holy foods, carrot cake and Battenberg. So I replied to them saying, "Oh, greetings to our soon-to-be benevolent overlords. I do hope you take this picture as a message of our apologies," and just sent them the picture of me.
Well, they can't be angry at us.
We've probably appeased them. It's probably
no, absolutely, we've appeased them.
So next one. Oh my lordy, I'm not going to pronounce his name. Farsia Shanus.
Okay.
Sorry.
Had the important question of wondering if I ever got my swanky dungarees.
Did you?
I did not. I still haven't managed to find any yet. I've been looking.
I'll start looking
I've
too.
been looking. Another question they had was they wanted to know a bit of, which I guess you've partially asked now, a bit of background info on the various D&D characters.
Okay.
How did Nathan become a warlock? Who proffers him? Blah blah blah. A few other.
Okay. Well, I don't want to, like, because I know the other players listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to say to you. I mean, you know everything.
Yeah.
But he was a part of a fight that didn't go his way.
Do you wear a brown coat?
Yeah. We went on the wrong side. Yeah, we may be on the losing side, but we're not so sure it was the wrong one. But yeah, that will become more apparent. I'm pretty sure. Well, you're gonna make Nathan tell everyone, just to fuck with him.
Maybe.
Yeah, it might be a bit difficult because both of our characters are. Where they come from is not known to the other members of the party.
Yeah,
so we can't really say much.
We've got to be a bit quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like.
Yeah, I think you spoke a bit about Nathan. So
I think so.
No, but I mean, just earlier when you mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. He does have like a he has like a great old one as a patron. Yeah, he's been a warlock for about 10 years now. He's like 32 now. So yeah, he's been on the road being sentient since he became a warlock. Kind of just separating himself from.
Sorry, he's been sentient.
He's been on the road. He's been separating himself.
Uh,
I don't think I said sentient. I mean, yeah, he's probably. I would assume Nathan is sentient.
I
Well, in
hope
the
so.
story at least. But yeah. So yeah, I can't really say. That's the thing. I really want to, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Like another few sessions, I'm sure more and more will come out. Do you
All
want
I-
to talk about Johnny?
Yeah,
About John Boy?
all I can really say about Johnny is that obviously he's a dwarf. Johnny's not actually his name. No one apart from Matt knows his real name.
Yeah, none of us know.
In case it comes up. He's been away from home for a long time and he doesn't like hanging around other dwarves. That's all that people really know about him.
Mm-hmm.
I think people have noticed.
Yeah, he roams.
Yeah.
He's basically been roaming around plying his trade as a musician and kind of doing odd jobs and things which involve hitting things with an axe because he's spent so long wandering around.
That's another thing about Nathan.
Yeah, because he's about, if I remember rightly, Johnny's like about 80, so he's not young for a dwarf, but he's not old either.
I know, because he keeps jibbing Nathan about his age. Because, like, twice you fucking... Like, I can't remember, it's like... Oh, yeah, like, you look at Nathan and go, what are you, like, 2? He's like, no, I'm 32. You're like, same thing, really? Humans, right?
He don't live very long.
Don't live very long. But yeah, Nathan is also, like, he's, like, I would describe him as a jack of all trades, so he's really good at sewing. Like, he's good at, like, hacking down trees, chopping up firewood, just stuff like that. Like, he can fix, like, he can fix dresses and...
Odd job
I
man.
think he's a good odd job man, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sorry, we can't really give that much detail.
No,
Yeah.
but we will, don't worry.
But don't worry about it, we'll move on.
Talus, she's a full elf, isn't she?
I'll be honest, I don't think we're in the position to speak for other
No,
people's characters.
I'm going to talk about, like, at least what I've perceived. She's like she's got, like, the arcane trickster thing.
Yeah.
So she's doing sneaky. She's always finding weird uses for that mage hand. Didn't she, like, grab Nathan with it once? Grab him by the arse or something. I can't remember.
But it was asking about background, not what they're like.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
just
Talus is an elf.
Yeah.
And she is a thief that likes the accordion now. Sora read a lot of books and goes to bed early
Yeah.
and has no idea when it comes to tact. But yeah, that's about as best we can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will come out the further we play. So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good question.
I mean, a few people have said, can we record it or stream it or something?
We will.
Yeah,
We've
we
mentioned
will.
before. At
Yeah.
some point, we'll work either
We'll
stream
probably
or
get this
or something,
mini
but-
adventure out of the way, I
Yeah.
reckon, and then stream some.
Couple more that's worth mentioning. We got an email from an Inquisitor.
Oh.
An actual
Oh!
Inquisitor.
What
Inquisitor,
branch?
Inquisitor Leon Andrews.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically saying, if the dinosaur, or the dinosaur-like race commonly used as a writing desk, are allowed into our chapter, your chapter, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Seeing as
you're a
I'm just
part of it too.
Yeah, but I'm just a private, apparently.
No, you're a captain.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Everyone is a captain apart from us who are chapter masters.
Okay, fair. But yeah, apparently if the dinosaur-like mounts are allowed into our chapter, they're going to be sending an Inquisitor to locate you and secure the fact that our loyalty to the Emperor is still pure. I reassured him our loyalty is fine, and
Our loyalty is
I
absolute.
sent a picture proving it.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Oh, I hope it was that one
It was
picture
that
of you
one
in your
picture,
armor.
yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Now that's a face
Yeah.
to be proud of. That's a face the Emperor is proud of.
Either that or a declaration of war, I'm not sure which.
I reassured them that we were an appropriate level of zealous loyalty. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're
it's-
not
it's
too
all fine.
crazy.
It'd just be a waste of their time if they came.
Oh,
and
Oh yeah. I mean, well, it's summer. It's very humid. They wouldn't like it, honestly.
And the final question we got through was from Walker Rollins, asking if I guess me, had any tips for DMing. And I've not done it. I've not been doing it for long enough to feel like I can give tips.
I think you do.
I think the
you do.
biggest tip I can say for me, I started doing a bit of a homebrew thing, just because I thought I've got the time and I'm going to give it a go. Like, if people want to get a pre-made module, that's great. For me, I was like, well, it's going to take me. If I want to do it properly, I'm going to have to know that like the back of my hand to make sure I feel like it's going smoothly and I'm confident enough to do it.
Yeah.
And I thought for me, it would actually be easier if I create it in the first place because I've got the time. I've got some time to do it, and I was like, I'd feel better. And then, if anything comes up, I can blag it on the fly rather than worry about does that affect anything else in the adventure later on or things like that. So for me, I did like a homebrew type thing. I think the biggest tip I can say is just give it a go.
Yeah, Like you will be really scared, and you will be. It is really scary to DM something.
Yeah,
I've DM'd.
It's a weird one because, like,
yeah.
even like with like you guys that are like good mates, it still feels I'm still get a little bit nervous before sessions,
Yeah.
which is just like really bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, don't worry, you will make mistakes, but that's fine, and no one's going to judge you for that. So, like, don't worry about it.
And your players don't realise what you have planned and what you're blagging at the time.
Yeah.
They think I put in way more effort into this than I have.
Yeah, so they don't know what you're running. So if you fuck up, they probably won't know.
Yeah.
And like, another thing is if you do fuck up and one of them do notice, just go, yeah, weird, isn't it? 'Cause that makes you look fucking omnipotent, right? So
it makes any mistake look like an intentional seed that's been planted.
And then they go, fuck, that's it. Oh, and then they feel really smart, right? But you're just sitting there going, I need to figure out why that is. But you can freak out at a later date. But for that moment, you look like the biggest badass. So yeah, just like, oh yeah, there's an orc doing this, and he's done something orcs don't do. I can't think. I don't know. He's left his scrapbook because he's scrapbooking, and they're like, orcs don't do that. You're right, they don't. How about that? Just do that, and then they'll go, oh. One of my favorite tricks ever is freak your players out. It's worth it. It's great. This is gonna fucking suck. This is gonna fuck everything up, but. Ask them specific things that have no bearing on anything. So, like, say they're in the tavern, and they go, okay, order a pint. And they go, okay, you order a pint. Smells really funny. And they're going to go, shit, why does my pint smell funny? It could just be a bad ale. But just point it out and watch their fucking cogs turn. It's amazing.
That works especially well if you're playing something like Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
See, I'm definitely a Call of Cthulhu DM. Because, oh my god, so Ash, he was playing in our Call of Cthulhu game. Like, there was a pentacle on the ground made of, like, salt, and he was like, oh yeah, and I was like, it seems like you banished the evil from this area. I didn't say for definite, because, you know, how are they to know? And he was like, okay, so I get up and I wander out to Drum Mat's character. I was like, okay, do you walk over the pentagram? And he went, what? No, I'm going to walk very carefully around the side. And I'm like, okay. And he's like really on edge there because he's like, shit, why did she say that? And I'm like, okay, yeah, you talked to Drum Mat about this and everything seems fine. So yeah, fuck with people. It's awesome because realize that your players don't know what you know. So try not to be definite. Basically, try and kill them.
Don't try and
kill
kill
them. Don't
actually,
try and
that
kill
is
them. I'm joking.
yeah. You are. It's not the DM versus the players.
No.
Like, if people want to play like that and everyone's okay with that, fine. But you're working together to tell a story rather than playing. There's not really a winner. Or I guess you collectively win by telling a good story. But it's not like you don't win as a DM by killing off the party.
No.
It's collaborative storytelling.
Yeah, so what you want to do as a DM is not try and kill your players, but try and give them challenges to overcome.
Yeah.
So
you want to get them. You want to get them as
cooler.
close as you can to death without them actually dying.
Yeah.
It's basically what a good horror game does, which is it makes you feel like the whole time you could be dying, but you're actually relatively safe, so it keeps tension up.
Yeah. So if you can pass any tips from that fucking horrifying splurge we just went on, yeah, I'd say bottom line is just play. You'll figure out the style you settle into. You'll figure out what you like to do and what you don't like to do. Just play and enjoy yourself. Don't panic too much, because it's all good fun. And if you do fuck up, you can literally just stop. You just have a big laugh and carry on. It's not as scary as it seems.
I mean, I've done it a few times where I've the next week I've retcon just a little thing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, just not quite.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've done it with anything major yet.
No,
but your players won't mind.
No,
So-
I mean that's the thing. It's like
Mistakes happen.
yeah, mistakes happen. I mean, like the whole kind of like, oh yeah, that is weird, isn't it? It's like that's fun, but if you really do feel backed into a corner, you can just be open. So yeah, just go play, have fun, because that's what D&D is all about.
Yeah.
And isn't it great that loads more people are playing?
Yes,
it's so cool.
It's so cool. Like D&D
I keep seeing
is
things
so
on Facebook
perfect.
where it'll be like family members are like saying, "Oh, I just got back from a D&D game," and it's like,
Oh,
"What?"
That's so cool. I love how D&D is becoming more popular. I think 5e is a massive proponent of that.
Yeah, that's definitely helped. I think as well as quite a few people like our age, broadly speaking,
Yeah.
who have now started to have kids, or people just a bit older than us who were like playing it when they were younger, and then just started to have kids, and they're just like, once their kids get like 10 or whatever, they're just like start playing with them, and it's it's really cool.
I think D&D is probably some of the most fun you can ever have. I absolutely adore it, and I would play every day.
It's the most
if
fun
it wouldn't
you can
kill people.
It's the most fun you can have with a group of friends where you're all keeping your clothes on.
I was going to say when you're not eating anything, but okay.
Well.
Well.
I was thinking of like, I don't know, like a nice Victoria sponge cake.
I was thinking of dick.
Oh, dick. Okay.
And I think
fine.
on that note,
Let's go eat a bag of dicks, guys.
Remember, if you want to send a question in, send it to onlydrummermatt@snipeandweb@gmail.com.
Yep. But yeah, thank you for everyone who sent in questions. And I guess that's it for this week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
bye.